It's time for me to show you the real truth of my trading, the truth that gives me all the analysis right, the good percentage, everything that is related to my predictions, my algorithm, everything is based on the random tarot card. And according to what will the tarot card will give me, it will give me exactly, to the point, the direction of SPX, DAX, Nikkei, UKX, Euro USD, everything. So let's do it. The Emperor. The Emperor means that SPX will get... Okay, let's stop the bullshit. This is not what you need for trading. You don't need the moon, you don't need tarot, you don't need anything. You just need to look at the chart and see what's up, you know. If you want indicators, you can. You don't also need. Price is good as an indicator itself. So it's time for us, for this video, if you don't mind, to analyze a bit long-term what we could see and think for the month of May, as we are in a new month right now. What we could think for, the direction that we could prioritize for the month of May. So again, you need to do your diligence. This is just me observing, and because of feedbacks since I started YouTube again, I got feedbacks on X and on email that you guys were happy that I take back. I suppose as I took off the comment section on YouTube, that was the best way to contact me. And I'm happy, you know, because at least I get, for the people who are motivated to write me directly, that is not on YouTube, you are thinking through what you ask me, and then we can have a conversation that is healthy. So you wanted to show you how I could look at the monthly or more charts to make an analysis strictly with levels. So I will not make you an analysis of where do I predict it to go, but instead I will get more information of where we are at. This is the most important for me. I'm never playing the game as a trader of guessing the future, but at least getting information that can help me to prioritize the bias for the month. So I will take the main assets that I think could cover every traders that is in you. If you are a stock trader, index trader, forex trader, Bitcoin, you know, like crypto trader, or even commodities. Okay. So SPX to start with, that is impacting quite a bit. I will go on the monthly. We could go on the yearly too. The yearly can give us already a good amount of information. We do have a resistance here that was created in 2022, right? And then got broken in 24. So this here, it's a yearly resistance that got broken. So it's a yearly support to be gained, okay? So that's a thing that is already quite good to know. Here we still have 8 months, so we don't care of what's happening here. But what we know is that already it acted as a resistance, then got broken, and now we almost tried it, but not yet completely. So that's a thing also to think about. That is very important. But despite that we close like this, it doesn't mean we will not go down here. So for me, it's quite an important level here, because obviously the yearly will always dominate the monthly and so on, right? One thing we can think of is that we gained this support, like we gained it here, but we confirmed it here. So we still have this monthly support, okay? That is quite important. How do I know I confirm it? Is because we gained it here by the week, actually the month after we broke it here. Then it touched it again, confirm, and here touch it again, confirm, and we closed below it, okay? So now we could look at the other side. Here we had a resistance that got broken, okay? And we almost gained it, but then we broke it again. So this level is expired, okay? We don't need it. That's how you need to think. If you have a level that is confirmed and then broken, then confirmed, let's say, and then broken again, it's done. If it's confirmed, you know, like there is a wick and then broken again, I consider it expired. I'm not sure every trader thinks like this, but I do think like that. So this is my opinion through what I've seen so far with my study. So here we have a monthly resistance. So I do everything from scratch like this, we can see all together. Monthly resistance was created here and we confirmed it with the wick. So that was, it came from created to gained, okay? And now we are in this range. So this range will be the main game of this month of May for us and to see what will happen to it. So here already we have enough to play with. If you are into scalping, for example, or into lower time frame than monthly and daily, let's say, you know that you can already play on this zone, knowing that if you will go on the daily, you see we try to have a pullback to the support and then we scratched it, right? So there maybe is a possibility of you trading until the next resistance and then you could bounce between the range, right? This is a possibility. If you are a long-term trader, I think for me, I will wait at this moment. May might not be a month to do anything at that moment, just knowing that I am just sitting in between. An example of perfect moment of buying, for example, if this resistance got broken to become a support, if you see that the next month the wick has been confirmed, then this is a great buy, right? Or if you will want to have exactly the point of the level, then let's say you will be around this area and you will hope that price comes back to the level. You can put a buy order, like so a limit order for you to get, again, it's up to you, you know. And I told you in the last video how to do exactly. You need to trade. For trading, you need to document a lot of data and backtest a lot of data, and then you see, okay? Here, I'm just giving suggestion. I'm not in your mind, and I'm not here also to give you answers to everything. You need to do your diligence. Let's do for Nasdaq. It's a bit, it's very similar. So Nasdaq, we have a bit the same answer. So let's go quickly and directly to UKX, which is the FTSE, I think we call this in the world of trading, the FTSE. So on the 12 month, we have a very big support here. You see, we got this support. It was a resistance. We lost it, and just the year after, we confirmed it as a big support. So we have our yearly support. Okay. And yeah, it's great because it's been confirmed 2 times. So here, exactly where it went, you see, during this shit show of Trump, it went exactly here, and now we rejected it. So you had a lot of buy orders for closing a month like this. We don't close months a lot like that. It's not a lot like this. Okay? So it means that there is still a willing. Hopefully it was not an hesitant willing. It was a potentially big money. That would be nice to have. Again, I'm not here to predict institutional shit. So yeah, we also confirmed another monthly support. So this was a resistance that was confirmed, right? We lost it and then we gained it in May. So we have a monthly support. And the nice thing about it is that you don't need then to think, okay, what do I do with a yearly support? You already have a monthly support that is supported here, and you have it another one here. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let me just do my diligence and write it correctly. Okay. Nothing on top, right? So pretty bullish for now. I'm playing in a complete different game. I'm not trying to guess what any asset will do, and I'm playing with grids. So technically, I don't give a shit of what the market is doing because I do money no matter what. But for me, that looks pretty nice. That really looks pretty nice. We took the lows. but still the wick was pretty efficient. So what you will need to be very careful of is to think of this monthly resistance here, for example. So let's say that if you will get maybe a position up on the lower time frame, if you will be up in any way, to think that a resistance always can be broken, of course, but always shows consolidation or reversal. So at least to be a target, right? If it's a target and then you can make a re-entry, that's not too bad. Our beloved DAX, let's look at, not DAX, this one. Sorry. Here you go. No, I don't like this one. DAX, I like the one of Forex.com. I think it's Germany 40. Or Paperstone. It works, Paperstone. But I think Forex.com is better, no? Yeah, it's better. Forex.com, I talked about it on my X, so you can follow my X. I do share all my trades from Vialgo and also my ideas. We closed above. Very good news. Very, very good news for me, because I'm quite bullish on DAX. But you know that DAX, since the beginning, is my assets of preference, right? Oh, it's even open when it's holiday day. That's a new one. I didn't know about this. I thought it would be closed. It's holiday day, like holiday bank, like whatever you call this, 1st of May. So I thought it would be closed, but whatever. We did reject it and then went onto it. So for me, this is a super important level that I will keep in mind, and hopefully we can wick it to retest it if it confirms as a support. So now we have a monthly support to be gained. For me, I would definitely add on the long term support to be gained, at least a part, right? But my algo is all around DAX, but it goes up or down to technically, again, like I said, it doesn't really matter. So pretty optimistic for DAX and UK for sure. For America, it seems more than I'm still quite positive with America, but it seems that we could get some range. So Nikki, for the ones who are doing some Asian trading, we have very obviously, I'm trying to look at what's the most obvious. If you don't know how to see what's the most obvious level, there is this little trick that I used to know in my art school, is, when you want to see an overall of something, so here it's your chart, instead of like staring and like really focused on it, just like fold your eyes a little to see it blurry. And what is obvious for you? Which highs and lows are obvious for you? And here you see, it's quite obvious to see it. And here we have a quite obvious monthly support that we gained. We could verify it on the 12 months. Yeah, it's not linked to it yet, so it's not enough for us to know. But this is quite good. But on the other end, as you can see here, we had very nice support, and you see how the support to the point was always respected. You see, that's why I love level so much. People just focus on too much information. ICT will have called this so many names when actually just the level of support and resistance gain and loss is just important. So here we broke it, and from directly the next month we gain it. So it's a monthly resistance, okay? And we are into it, and we play between this range, okay? We really play between this range. You could definitely play on a range like this, using this type of fib, where, okay, if I'm above, like you will basically take only shorts at the 0 point or only long at the 1 point with a stop zone at this area and play in between, okay? This is a very broad discussion. You will need to learn more about this. I don't remember if I share this in my free course of strategy. Maybe I should make a video about it. But anyway, you can play with the range in so much different ways, but cut the range in two, you have a 0.5, and basically you play in between, mostly if you do it in the lower time frame. Euro USD. I wrote it wrong. Here we go. Euro USD featured. Oh, that's sorry guys, I'm learning things. On the 12 months, let's look. It looks pretty shit on the 12 month. Not very clear, right? So we broke. So we broke a monthly resistance. So it's a monthly support to be gained. Okay. So we have this very important moment here. And here we also broke this resistance. So it's a monthly support again to be gained. So for you scalpers, it will be a very important moment here. Do we have any support? Well, we gained a new support. Okay, so we have a monthly support created. So far on the short term, we could think of something a bit more bullish. We do have nice points of anchors for going a bit up. And the next resistance, what it will be, it's quite simple. So here has been cancelled, right? Because we went up, broke it, down, broke it. So we have here. There is a bit buffer. It's not exact, obviously, but I still count it, right? Because it's quite obvious it's a high. Otherwise, you have this resistance that still needs to be gained, right? We broke it. We broke the support here, and we didn't gain it. So it's a perfect monthly resistance to be gained, which means it's a perfect target. It's a perfect target you to have. So it could be target 1, target 2, you know, and see how you will go into this. So let's see what it does as I suppose it's open. Yeah, so we might get and try it out again, you know, and see. So this will be really key levels. Maybe the news will. Oh, we have PMI today. Okay, so Americans, there is no holidays for Americans, and tomorrow it's payroll. Okay. So maybe the news will weak it. So we'll see how it's giving us. Maybe it will broke it again. But at least we do have the key levels. Here you don't want to make a religion of things. And it's very important to not be too religious in your life in the sense of materialistic stuff, right? Spiritually, I think it's up to you, obviously, but it's very interesting and very fulfilling for you to be more religious, because there are so much more to life than just things. But from the materialistic perspective and finance, we tend finance and everything in general, we tend to be religious. We tend to find a guru and believe in this guru. We find to have an indicator and only believe on that, to all these things. But just don't be too religious in that sense, where you want to be flexible and open-minded to the what can be here. So, for example, don't do this a religion of a supports to be gain and resistance, you know. But instead, take it as an information of high probability tools that could give you an idea of what you could do at those moments, right? Okay. So these are really, me, I see it as layers of supporting my idea that I can get good areas of protection, quote unquote, for me to long more, for example. So that will be the idea. USDJPY. I hope you like this type of format. You should tell me on X, I suppose. So we have a very obvious we broke it here. So we have an obvious support to be gained. Monthly support that still need to be gained. So we might go back at this area. We have it here too. Same. I think we could count it together with here. It's no problem. And the next resistance is here. And it's never been touched. So it's a monthly resistance to be gained. Which means that, honestly, UJ doesn't look very promising looking at it like that. So we could again play between the range. There is no problem about this. And at least it gives you a good zone. Actually here, very interesting point. Oh, I'm looking at the 12 month here, sorry. I'm looking at the yearly chart. So it could look quite bullish for the yearly chart. Sorry, I went a bit fast. So it's still interesting, very interesting chart. It doesn't look overall in the years very promising, in my opinion. Did we gain it already? No, we just broke it. So it's a yearly, support to be gained. Yeah. That's how a pro YouTuber I am. I'm confusing myself. My video editing is to the point. My quality is not being equal to anything. You know, the thumbnails are completely top professional shit. So yeah, yearly. It's been bouncing to this key level that needs to be gained. So I will pay the most attention here and then use this as my anchor to either supports up or resistance down. And I will play around that zone until the end of the year that we have an answer of what's happening here. So far I will just focus on this yearly support, but you see we have resistance that is created. We have support created also, one that got broken, so we have a support monthly resistance to be gained just at this point too. So very interesting, to see. Maybe we could play more around this zone for the month. What can we see? Oh, Bitcoin. Less and less interested with crypto, even though many people, it's the future. I mean, if you follow conspiracies of a new world order and all that shit, it's definitely, and I think this will happen, they will push the crypto. So, I mean, of course you can believe in it and all. Me, it's just an ethical thing. I'm not really into this. Yearly support. To be gained, I suppose. Yes, sir, to be gained. Even though we touched the week here. No, we didn't even, so nothing to say. Monthly-wise, well, that looks pretty bullish for now. That looks pretty bullish. Maybe I can just, support. Support to be gained, huh? To be gained, we still didn't touch it. Here we had a resistance that was gained, got broken. So now we have again a situation where it could be actually a support to be gained. Sorry about this. Interesting. For the monthly, and you see it's supporting it very well. So I will be attentive to this, very attentive. There is a consolidation like crazy, so maybe they're buying. Sorry, I'm just thinking. You see how important is this here. So important area here. So maybe the crypto holders will be happy. Maybe. I mean, it made a lot of rich people, but don't think you'll get rich with that. Try, instead of thinking like a gambler in this last lecture I told you about, try to think like, I want to learn a skill, because I will tell you something. The amount of crypto traders that made a lot of money, or crypto investors that made a lot of money, I've told to, that are not able to consistently make good result because it's fluctuating too much, is insanely much. Many people are made a lot of money, not able to make any more money. Some people are just losing after big wins. And people hope for the second round where they invest and make so much money, right? This is not what you want to do. This is not what you want to be. You want to be a trader that is able to make money at any situation of what can be. You'll make much more money overall doing this. Being able to make trades every day on the ES, whatever, Bitcoin, whatever, like whatever strategy you have that doesn't rely on, hype and shit, and long-term investment, but instead learn the skill of trading, and on the side invest long-term, right? But many people on crypto came, I'll put some money that I have from my job or whatever, made a lot of money and think they can do this as their job, like Warren Buffett, but it's just not happening. Anyway, it looks pretty promising for freaking Bitcoin. Wow, that looks shit. That looks really shit. Ethereum is going. What happened with Ethereum? I thought this was something like serious and shit. Well, we gained the resistance. Not very good. Very good. Yeah, there is a range. There is a range. We gained also. Let's just. How did I put this? And here we can put gain support. There is a range, but it doesn't look very promising. There is a range, so play around this, but don't. It doesn't look something you could have for long term for now. I mean, unless it's very long term, obviously. Let's look at the last, and then I'll let you. I think it's been quite some time. I'm recording this already 26 minutes, so I don't want to annoy you too much of your time. I think gold will be going up until we have a war. That's my take on it. We have a war, it will just continue, and then at some point, if they will find some common sense, then it will get less value. But as long as our life and our life as a normal citizen, right, who pays tax and live in inflated countries, gold will take more price, I think. Definitely. Yearly support, we have the not gained, so it's a monthly support to be gained. Again, what I just told you is my opinion, but it's in no way something that you should take as a reality. Here we have, oh, I went to the daily. Sorry, I went, but yeah, I will be careful around this zone. I think we could have a nice pullback. Some pullbacks, maybe around the 0.5 of this zone to think about. But so far, there's nothing to be said except that it's going up. So I will try to catch any pullbacks or something here. We might get some correction, but not much, I don't think. We'll see. I'm very interested to see sometime if I'm right or wrong. And oil, let's look at oil. Let's look on the 12 month. Let's see if I can find a better than Black Bull. Ooh. We lost it, expired. Here we broke, we didn't break it. So yet is a yearly support to be gained. So we are trying it right now. We are below it, but we didn't close because we have 8 months left. Okay, but we have a yearly resistance here. Okay. It has been confirmed over and over. Yearly resistance. Okay. On the monthly, well, we broke here this monthly support. So it's a monthly resistance to be gained. Okay. And so I will be very careful of looking if we get a pullback here, maybe for a month and then a continuation down. You know what it means if petrol goes down? I'll let you think about this yourself, or you can ask AI. But it tells me things, so yeah, doesn't look very promising. But that's how I look basically of the levels and how I navigate into it. I hope this was helpful for you. For me, I don't think there is anything more powerful than those type of levels, because this is what market cycle is, coming back into levels of support and resistance, whatever you want to call it, and we gain it, we lose it, and so on. That's the health of it. And the world, the system, as we call it, use those to pretend that there is something happening, when actually they are just knowing, like we can know this in advance, right? They are just using events on the time that it arranged them. That's all for today, and I see you on the next video.